you ever asked what's a debit and what's a credit and never really got down to an answer? Well, in today's video I'm going to go through with you exactly what they are, why they matter in finance, and a little bit of history behind them. So the history of accounting and debits and credits can actually be traced all the way back to ancient civilizations, including ancient Mesopotamia, the ancient Egyptians and Babylonians, and even the Roman Empire. Now, double entry bookkeeping in itself was first introduced to the public and published by an Italian called Luca Pacioli, who's now recognised as the father of accounting and bookkeeping, way back in the 15th century. So, firstly, I think it's important to go through common misconceptions. Debits and credits are neither bad nor good. They don't represent adding and taking away. You have debits and credits on both the income statement or the statement of profit and loss, as well as debits and credits in the balance sheet or statement of financial position. So what you need to understand is that debits and credits are simply words or terminology that is used to explain the double entry or two sides of each transaction. So you need to understand that for every transaction in accounting, there is a debit and a credit, an equal and opposite entry. A good way of picturing this is to think about pennies. So any coin that you pick up in your hand has a head and a tail. So by the same measure, with double entry in finance, you have a debit and a credit, an equal and opposite transaction. Now, if we look at debits and we create a T account, what you'll find with debits is that they always appear on the left of the T account because they are the likes of assets, drawings, expenses. Whereas if we were to look at the credits in a T account, you have the likes of liabilities, equity, revenue. Now, it's easy to get mixed up over which side goes where, but if you remember the acronym LEADER, it might help you to understand this better. So the L in LEADER stands for liabilities, which sit as a credit in a T account and on the right, as you can see here, whereas the E, A and D that follow represent expenses, assets and drawings, which are debits and sit on the left-hand side of a T account. Next we have equity and revenue, and that sits on the right of the T account because they too are credits. So in short, a debit will increase an asset and a credit will increase a liability. Now, the more you credit a liability, the larger it gets. The more you debit an asset, the larger the value gets. So equally, a debit will increase drawings, a credit will increase equity, a debit will increase expenses, and a credit will increase revenue. And all of this combined then creates something called the accounting equation. The accounting equation is simply assets equals liabilities plus equity. And your assets, liabilities and equity are all used to form the balance sheet, whereas the expenses and revenue accounts are used to form the income statement or the statement of profit and loss. So if we were to look at some examples of debits and credits, so if you receive income in the form of cash, then you would debit cash on the left and you would credit income or revenue on the right. If you were to buy some stock, you would debit your assets on the left by increasing stock or inventory, and you would credit cash on the right because you would be reducing an asset that you have. As always, I hope you found this useful. Please do consider subscribing, and otherwise I shall see you on the next video.